blends me all the right cred, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Smith, his first carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Touchdown, Falcons! Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Bridgewater. It's caught by Mike Evans. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Tight end right. 4 down. Check. 4 down. He's checking. Crash.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. They're all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense, and it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Shift. 80 weapon. 2-6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run with Miller, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Bridgewater going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
2nd and 4. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his...
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning the turn.
On third down, Bridgewater. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A first down carry for Smith. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Point after try forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 31, check 31.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Here I come, here I come.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner, but after playing like that, they might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run with Smith. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back.
It's just me and you. Mike,
1st down, Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all... about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Now he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Match box. Right.
2nd and 3. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Next to score, Falcons 28, Buccaneers 0.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action now, Bridgewater. And now here's another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by
the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Whip, 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 whip.
2nd and 11. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 6 yards in the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Going up top for Miller. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people that have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back now in Atlanta. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Looking to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Next to score, Falcons 42, Buccaneers nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 17-yard line. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Tighten up, tighten up.
On second down, here's Miller. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Gay's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Good job.
An 11-yard loss on the
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Tight down. There you go.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He wants it all for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Next to score, Falcons 49.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Takk McKinley, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He'll look to set up his blockers. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bucs' 46-yard line.
On the ready. Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Today,